Hey guys, I'm excited to be back with you. We're going to be doing a fun project today that is all about emotions. Last week we were working on showing some of our emotions in our art with the lines you drew, the colors you chose. Maybe you had some happy areas, maybe you had some mad areas, some crazy areas, some sad areas. But we're going to take some of those feelings and put them into our art by starting a fun, springy picture. Okay? You probably noticed a lot of beautiful flowers have been poking their little heads out of the ground lately, and I thought this was the perfect chance for us to make a spring picture full of flowers. So I'm going to show you some ways to do that. Now, one of the most famous flower paintings of all time was done by one of Mr. Galloway's favorite artists, Vincent van Gogh, and he drew these beautiful sunflowers. You can kind of feel the emotion in them. The ones at the top look bright and sunny. This one over here is drooping down and sad. This one over here looks kind of chaotic and grumpy. So there's lots of cool things about this painting and lots of emotions swirling around in it. I think Van Gogh had such an emotional art style. It's beautiful. So we're going to try something kind of like that. We're going to draw our own little flowers. And I want you to try to make them even more emotional. So let's say I'm going to start with a little flower pot. Your flower pot might look different than mine, and that's okay. And I'm going to put a little table that it's sitting on, kind of like this. Now we're going to add lots of stuff to this as we go. But when you're drawing your sunflowers, I want you to think about what kind of emotions you want them to have, okay? So most sunflowers have a little circle, almost like a face. So you could start with your little circle, and you can pick what kind of emotion you want it to have to draw the petals. So let's say I wanted to make a sad sunflower. Maybe I'm going to pick a blue as my color, and I'll make my petals kind of droop down like this because he's so sad. He's drooping with sadness. And another thing that's kind of fun about it is, since we have this circle, you could even show your little emoji and have your little, maybe your little sunflower has a little face in the middle like that. So I've got my sad one here. Maybe I want my next sunflower to be a happy sunflower. So I'm going to draw another circle. I'm going to make this one big and round. Maybe instead I'll pick some brighter colors, and I'll have its petals be a little more normal, a little more flowery. See, I'm curving out, curving back, curving out, kind of like that, and go around. But I could even, I ran out of room with my clipboard. I could even go in and put some little swirlies and curlies on it just to make it all the more fun and sunny and happy. I think that would look great. I could have my bright colors. I could put some yellows in there too, mix up my colors. Maybe there's some little extra colors, extra swirlies peeking out in some places. But see how this one feels so much happier than this one? I could even do my same thing. I put a little, I'm gonna put a little happy face on this one. Because he's a happy sunflower, okay? Now, I did a happy one and I did a sad one. You can pick any emotion you want on yours. You could add more. Maybe I'll do a mad one at the bottom. He's the grumpy one that's just hanging out down here. And I'm going to make his flowers more chaotic and scratchy and grumpy because he's an angry little flower. He's an angry one. And I can put some little scratches. And maybe this one's face is like, oh my goodness. So I've got some fun little guys down here ready to go. Now, I'm going to stop here. We're going to add some color next week. If you want to add more flowers, if you want to put a pattern on your flower pot, maybe there's some fun little designs you could put on it to kind of make it look a little nicer. You could show some emotion with that. Maybe you want it to be a silly, happy flower pot or a grumpy flower pot. You can pick what lines and colors you use, like so. But I want a few flowers, maybe some different emotions. You can make yours look kind of like mine, or you could take it your own way. But I can't wait to see how they come out. You beautiful artists, you. All right. See you next time. Bye.